Hey there, it's David H. Lawrence, the 17th, and I got to tell you, I'm feeling a little embarrassed. I'm feeling reminiscent, but I'm also feeling a little embarrassed, and I'm making a pledge to you that I'm going to work on what I'm about to talk about. So, I used to be in what a lot of people call mastermind groups or online groups that are private, and that the members used to be called executive clubs, but now they're called mastermind groups. Basically, it's a group of people that get together either in person or online or a combination of the two, and they pool together their business expertise. In the group that I was in, it was storytelling and on camera presence when people started using video, podcasting, things that I knew. And what I got from other members were the things that they were really good at. And that included things like email marketing and ad copywriting and what else? Teaching, using technology like Google AdSense, video editing, coding, things like that. So the thing about the group that I was in was that at one time or another, there were members of that group that are internet famous. People like Chris Pirillo, people like Jeff Walker, and people like Craig Newmark. And if Craig Newmark doesn't ring a bell with you, then think about the fact that Craig, who is a billionaire, is the Craig in Craigslist. So if you've read any articles about him, if you know him, he's one of the real early internet pioneers. I mean, Craigslist continues this day to look like it was a website built in 1993 because it was. And it stays that way, and it loads really fast because it's text only, other than when you get to the actual postings that people put up. So when we were both in this mastermind together, one of the things that we used to do in the mastermind is we had what were called hot seats, where somebody would say, hey, I've got this thing that is a challenge to me. I'd love it if the hive mind, if all the minds got together and we were able to figure out a solution. And other times we would do hot seats where we would say, give us the one piece of advice that you were given early on that helped add to your success or kept you from making really critical errors. And I'll never forget, it was probably 2002 or 2003, when Craig said in one of our mastermind meetings, I learned very early on that I was being a jerk and I wasn't very well liked at work. And my boss, this is before he became an entrepreneur, my boss took me aside and he said, look, people don't like you because you're constantly nitpicking at them. You're constantly correcting them. Can I give you a piece of advice? He said, don't correct people when it matters little. And when he said that, way back in 2002 or 2003, a light bulb went on for me because that's what I was doing all the time. Somebody would say the wrong word, or they would mispronounce a word, or they would, not have their turn signal on when they made a lane change. Anything that I found, and the embarrassing part is, for a while, I really was watching myself and making sure that I wasn't doing that. And then I kind of fell back into my old ways. And, I've been in a relationship with Betsy now for, as we do this video, probably almost 9 years. And she's learned to make light of when I can't help myself. And I say that, she goes, you have a really big job, don't you? And so it's a reminder that it's one of those things that I need to work on. I want everybody to look great. I want everybody to be successful. But sometimes correcting people, especially over stuff that really just doesn't matter at the moment, can be looked at as a real annoyance. And it reminded me that even when we try to be our best and try to shave and hone and refine and make things better, do more of what works and less of what doesn't, sometimes it doesn't stick, even though our best intentions are in place. And my commitment is that I'm going to be a little bit more aware and watch for moments when I feel that way. Like I want to correct somebody. I want to tell the guy on the news, that's not how that word is pronounced. I want to tell the guy on the radio, you're wrong when you think about that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And when it matters little, you can let it go. And I would think that people would find that a little bit more palatable than the me that wants to make sure everything is perfect and wants to correct people who are imperfect. And so I'm just making a commitment that I'm going to do that from now on. I'm going to try my best to A, lose that habit, and B, hold myself back when I feel like it's important that I let people know what the truth is, what the correct is, especially when it matters little. It doesn't mean I'm not going to correct people when I'm coaching them, because that's what they're paying me to do. But what it does mean is I'm going to be a lot calmer. I'm going to be a lot easier to get along with. Hopefully, I'll be better liked. I'll be a less caustic person. I mean, I can only imagine the people that I've corrected in the last 10 years or so and what they must think. And I don't want them to think ill. So anyway, it's something that I'm going to work on. And maybe that resonates with you. If it does, let me know in the comments below. If you're not watching this video on votogogo.com, that's where I'd like you to leave the comments. It's okay if you leave them on YouTube, because that's where we post these videos. But votogogo.com has a lot of really great stuff for you. So if you haven't seen the videos there, go and watch them there. Sign up for the newsletter. If you want to sign up for my YouTube channel so you know about this stuff, go ahead and click on my head there, or look for a subscribe button somewhere below the video. If you want to see the latest video that I've done, click on that frame. YouTube will play it for you. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.